Hi Cancer, this is Paulette from Water Cherry Tarot. I'm going to go ahead and do a reading real quick. So this is your main message and it is called Morgan Le Fay. Destiny is not your fate. It can be changed. Let your feelings be your guide and trust your internal compass. There is infinite wisdom within you. You have all the tools you need to create the life you want. Okay, so this card actually has that feeling of the magician, and also kind of like it's more like an intuition card as well. So it's just telling you that things are not set in stone. Whatever has happened to you, that's just not something that's going to stick. It's just something that is going to propel you to change and make changes in your life. So definitely use your intuition, trust it, and let it guide you where you need to go. Um, and so experiences turn into wisdom. And so all of that is going to help you as well, added on to the intuition. So you definitely have the tools. So you are in a magician mode right now to create whatever it is that you want at this moment in time. So I would say to just go ahead and stay in a good place, in a good mental state, and push through on the things that you want because you have everything available to you right now to make things happen. So this is a general read. So whatever comes up, that's what comes up. So let's see, let's get into your tarot. So in your past, you got the Seven of Cups. You got the King of Cups. There you are. You got the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Okay, so how I see this is, sorry, that's my son, guys. So how I see this situation is that in the past, this could have been work-related, family-related. It could have been a love situation. It could have been anything, just like a specific situation, just your mental thoughts, how you're feeling. Something happened where there was too much confusion in the situation. And so even though you're willing and open and you're in a mature place to move forward and do what you needed to do in your part, something happened where there was like a juggling, where maybe your job wasn't seeing you as a high priority, so they're juggling you with other people, and if they needed to drop you, they would do that. If it was a specific relationship, they were juggling you and other people. It could also been that maybe there's certain situations where you're wanting to find the right direction in your life and you're just like trying to figure out how to balance that out, but in the end you ended up getting hurt. Things didn't go out as planned. Maybe your job gave you information that was hurtful and you felt like you were a good worker, you done everything that you could do, but the way they ended up speaking to you or telling you the information didn't come out the right way, and it felt like a betrayal to you. It hurt you really bad. If it had to do with a certain situation, you realize that this person did not have you as a high priority, and so they just put you in this hurtful place. And if you're doing this on your own, you're just dealing with too much going on in your life. You had too many things and you're trying to balance it all, and at the end you just couldn't do it anymore, and so it just left you in a stressful state, in a hurtful place, and it left you lacking. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on into your present. Let's see what you got. Oops. So this is actually under the deck. So you ended up getting let's see, this is one. This is the Six of Swords. So even though you had this hurtful situation, you realized that you really had to pack it all up and you had to move forward and you had to go somewhere else where you felt freer, where you were going to get your needs met, and things were just going to be a bit smoother for you. So if it had to be with work, you realize that maybe you need to really think about leaving and going somewhere where your needs were going to be met and you're going to see as a high priority worker, and you know your worth. If it was a relationship, you realize that you really had to walk away from the situation mentally, and or find ways to kind of detach from the situation and find your own way. If it was a certain situation where you had too much going on, you realize that you had to take a break from doing it all, and you had to find some time to yourself to collect yourself again so you can go back to doing what you were doing, dealing with all these different situations. Okay, so what you have in the present is the King of Swords. And then you have the High Priestess in reverse. You have the Six of Wands. You have the Hangman in reverse. And then you also have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So even though you have decided to do your best to just kind of detach or do what was best for you and what happened, whatever situation was in the past, you have changed who you are in some ways. So if you noticed, in the past you came out as the King of Cups. In the present, you're the King of Swords. You are very cold. And it's not that you're just cold, but you're more logical about things now. And you're not allowing your feelings to kind of dictate how you're going to make decisions right now. And you know what needs to be done. You know what direction needs to be taken. And you have no problem saying or doing or even thinking in a different way. And so you have completely changed how you handle things. But the thing is that the High Priestess in reverse, you're not taking that time to actually pause and go within and use your intuition and see things clearly. You're just instantly trying to jump into some sort of victory right now in the present, without really using your intuition. And so remember, this is how it makes sense as card is coming in. You got to use your intuition. Excuse me. You have to use your intuition. You have to use everything that's available to you, and make some changes, because if you don't use your intuition and you don't go and take that pause, this victory is not going to happen. Okay, so it's best to understand that there's some things that just didn't go exactly the way you wanted to, and I'm sure there's frustrations and there's like a direction that you want to go into, but everything in life takes time. Okay, and so this is that situation. And so the Hangman is in reverse, so it's saying again that you are not taking time to actually see things in a different perspective. You're not being patient in a situation as far as taking your time trying to figure out in what direction you want to go. You do know that you want a victory, and you know that you want things to come out in a way where people work with you, you work with them. You're wanting like some type of unity. You want people to, help you out in some areas, but it's just not happening that way. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that, guys. So it's just like, it's not, you're wanting these things, but something in you, even though you're thinking logically and you're clear about what you want to do, but the thing is that you have changed some parts of you that is needed. You are a water sign, and there's a purpose to you being that way. At times you do need to use your intuition. You do need to continue to love and spread the love. You can't just automatically shut it off. Sometimes you may have to do that with specific people, but in general, you can't do that to everyone else. And so right now, in the present, you're just not, you got to turn this around where you can see things differently and you can use your intuition and get a better understanding of what way to go. And once you do that, you'll be able to have that victory and that coming together of working with other people, okay? And if you're wanting a specific job to come to you, something in how you do things has to change, okay? And remember, this was talking about change, and your destiny is not just faded, you know. We guide ourselves. We are the ones who choose our journey, and things are not set in stone. But the choices that we make in that moment, it makes that specific change for that moment, okay? And so if we want this, we got to change this in order to get what we want. And remember, you are a manifester, and maybe in the present you're not seeing that, and so that's why you're not taking time to go within and take your time to see things differently and use your intuition. So let's go ahead and move into your future part. And so let's see what comes in for you. All right, so you have the Ace of Swords. So you're going to get the answers that you need, and there's that clarity. It's coming in. And so let's see what it is, what information you get that's brand new. So let's see, you got the Seven of Wands. So you are in a place, honestly, where you're not going to put up with a whole lot right now. And so you're definitely standing firm on how you feel about things and how you're dealing with things. And if you need to fight off other people, you will do that. But you're standing firm regardless of anybody else's ideas, how they feel, what they're wanting to do, where they wanted to go. You're just set in your way to not do it in the way other people want you to do it. And what's coming in is the Page of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. Okay, so there's going to be some sort of conflict in the future. I'm not sure if there's opportunities that are there for you, that are coming in, but it seems like you're resistant to it and blocking it. And because you're resistant to whatever it is that's coming in, that could be a little bit more stable, more creative, more action oriented, you're not wanting to move. And so it's going to cause you some conflict, either at work, it's going to cause you conflict in a relationship, or just your situation in general. Like I said, you had so many things going on. Maybe there's different ways of how you can deal with the situations that you have, but there's something inside of you that is standing still and standing firm on what you're wanting to do, and it's going to cause conflict in whatever you do. And so maybe that new information that's coming in that you're going to see is that while you're taking a stance, there's people that are going to come in and feel like they need to combat what you're trying to do. And you're not going to take what they're doing. You're not going to put up with it. But it seems like maybe you're trying to go in a different direction that's more stable, more action oriented, more passionate for you. But people are not liking that right now. But the thing is that you're in a place of creating things on your own, being your own magician, and making changes. And maybe the new change that's coming in, other people are not liking it. So something that you do need to know that's coming in is the Ten of Cups. So here you are. There's the Ten of Cups. You also got the Five of Cups. And you got the Ten of Cups again. You have the Seven of Cups. You have the Five of Cups. And the Fool. Okay. All right. So how I see this is that there was something that you were dealing back here with, in the past and the present, that if this is a relationship for you, um, this was a relationship that you felt like you had everything with this person. You guys were in a good place. Like, you wanted to build together, love each other. It was very positive. It was good. And then all of a sudden something happened that just kind of like it went kaput. And it didn't go in the direction that you wanted. And so this person is showing up, this past person. And so you did have something where it felt innocent at one point, where you guys really did get each other and you guys were good with one another. Hold on, guys. And so it just felt where, you guys were wanting to be with one another. It was something that felt comfortable, very home like. So it might be that there's a person that might be returning that you already been with, and so they're wanting this 10 of cups. Hold on. Okay. So they're wanting the 10 of cups with you, and for you it just, I don't know, maybe they had too many options, too many things going on, and they didn't see you. I'm sorry, guys. So they just definitely saw you as an option and didn't, treat you more than that. And so I think they realized that they did hurt you and put you in a position of feeling stressed and sad and feeling alone. But what's happening is that maybe this person is seeing that you're taking these stances, and they're seeing that you're not being willing towards them to open up again, and that you have ways of getting what you want elsewhere. And so maybe that's what the new Ace of Swords is you know exactly where you can go, and now this person's not happy that you are going into that place, and so they see you as resistance. And so that's going to cause a conflict with this person. And so they see you moving. They see you as the fool. And so you have taken, within yourself to be the magician and hightail it out of any situation and move yourself forward to where you wanted to go. And so you're in the fool right now. And so I think this is going to cause this person as well to feel that 5 of Cups, realizing that they missed their opportunity. Now, if this is a job, when you decide that you realize that you're worth more than what they were treating you, what's going to happen is that they're going to realize that they lost a good worker. And you're going to be handing in your resignation. You're going to be going somewhere that's more appropriate for you, that is better for you. And they're just not going to be happy that, that they didn't treat you better than what you were. And so if this is, where you have so many situations going on at the same time, and you might be helping everybody or might trying to help yourself, picking up so many things, doing so many things, it's going to get to the place where you're no longer going to be doing that anymore. You're going to be dropping all these things that were here that you had to deal with, and you're deciding to go ahead and move in a different direction where you're no longer carrying so much and doing so much. If you notice, he only has one bag. That's it. Just himself and that little bag. And everything else, and all this entire load, all of this stuff, all the decisions, all the worries, all the opportunities, everything that you're dealing all with the same thing all at the same time. It's all going to go away. You're going to just drop it and decide that where you're going is going to be a whole lot better, and you don't have to be stressing over this anymore. You're not wanting to deal with it anymore. And yes, it is a little hurtful because this is going to, we're going to tend to think about the things that have happened, and we might, at some moments focus on what didn't work. But the thing is that you're going to be heading in a different direction where you're going to find what's working for you, find what is more familiar and more comfortable, and it's going to make you happy and bring the joy back into your life. And so I think that's what you're going to be creating. You're going to be in a place where you're going to decide that I need to go and be the best version of me elsewhere. And I know that I am worth so much more than how I'm being treated by family, friends, or workers, your boss, whoever it is, lovers. You're realizing that you're worth so much more, and you're going to be taking the actions to move yourself forward. So this is all I have for you. And I really do apologize, Cancers, for all the noise. It's just I didn't have another time to do this. And so today has been a crazy day for me. So if it's too much noise, I do apologize for that right now. Usually it's not like this, but I have to deal with my son, okay? So if this resonates, please like and subscribe. And go ahead, take a look at the comments, because I have left some links of where I got all my tools and stuff like that, even this mat. If you guys would like to purchase, okay? Take care. Bye.